Welcome back to round number 2 of the 2011 NASCAR Canadian Tire Series on TSN. We're at Prix ICAR in Mirabel, just north of Montreal. And this race is getting good. We continue under caution. The yellow flag out for the stalled 07 of Isabelle Tremblay, but your leader was the 12 of Alex Tagliani. As we take a look at the Tim Hortons halfway update, the field has been slowed twice for 3 laps. For caution flags, the hard charge here. No surprise here, the 27 of Andrew Ranger, who's gained 19 positions, but got to put a call out to the 23 of Jeff Lapsevich. He's up 14 spots.
Absolutely. They worked hard getting that car repaired after their practice incident, and he's on a mission.
Green flag back up, and immediately you see the 27 of Ranger Poconos taking a look for real estate underneath the 22 of Scott Steckley.
Well, side by side, down through turn 1, turn 2, there's a lot of action going on. Keep an eye on the 27. He's never been too shy on these road courses.
Well, the question is, how much of that car has he used up to get up the field that far?
Quite a bit, I'm sure, but he's always got a trick up his sleeve.
Alex Tagliani continues to pace it. Here's the 84 of JR Fitzpatrick. Sneaky move as he takes away the top spot. But here comes Tagliani back on the inside into turn number 7. And Tagliani will lead it. The crossover move from the 84 of JR Fitzpatrick.
Wow, who's got the biggest set now? JR just blew through the apex of that corner, took a spot. Tags, not to be outdone, right back by him.
That's smart. That's patient from Alex Tagliani as Eli Arsenault in the 03 stalled on the inside of the circuit. And no caution yet as we continue under green, and we continue with this battle in the front.
Boy, I'll tell you, this is one of the best battles I've seen in a long time. They're going right at it, curb to curb, apex to apex. Who's going to come out on top?
We talked about patience. We talked about staying off those rumble strips earlier on. All bets are off now. The driver's just going at it, hammer and tawing, and here comes Fitzpatrick trying to get to the gas early.
Fitzpatrick had the spot, but could not get the throttle all the way down. He's all over the back bumper that's wall.
And the 27 has gotten around the 22 of Scott Steckley, so Andrew Ranger now up inside the top 5 from his back of the field starting spot in that P&H Dodge.
Well, 14 laps to go. She's a sprint from here, Dave. All bets are off. Now we're just going to muscle up and go. If you've got something in reserve, you better turn the valve on. It's time to show your cards.
The rookie Stephen Matthews in the 15, currently running in the 12th spot, so a good run for him, but still is Alex Tagliani in that Hot Wheels Dodge, but he really can't take a breath. He has JR Fitzpatrick all over the back of him in all kinds of crossways as the 84.
Well, JR Fitzpatrick is showing Tagliani every inch of this racetrack. Tag's hitting his mark every time, and JR is just giving that horse his head and letting it run.
And Fitzpatrick moved through to the top spot. You saw the 12 car of Alex Tagliani slide through in turn number 7. That opened the door, and a gift for JR Fitzpatrick.
Well, I was looking the other way, so I don't know what happened there, Dave. You know, I was talking about Fitzpatrick all over the racetrack, not giving Tagliani any indication which way he was going to go. He might have caught him looking in the mirror, and he missed the corner.
And Billy, will they get another look at this one now?
Down into the braking zone, as I said. Yeah, Tagged was probably looking in the mirror, missed the corner, and JR steals the lead.
Looks like he might have hopped the rear tires as well, going down through the gear. Is that a possibility?
Absolutely. This late in the race, if you don't match the RPM with the brake pedal, she's going to hop going into the corner. 6th
spot there you saw between the 22 of Scott Steckley to 66 of Robin Buck, and some contact.
Wow, the 27 of Andrew Ranger just humps the 17 right out of the way. DJ can't get that car to fire right away. He loses many, many spots. There he finally gets it refired and gets back on the racetrack. The entire field goes around, and DJ Kennington now well down the field in 21st position. Have another look. There's the replay. DJ give him lots of room, and he just drives right into the door of the 17 and punts him around. Looks like Ranger just lost the back end and couldn't hang on to it, but by that time he was in too deep, and he got into the Castrol Edge Dodge of last year's champion, DJ Kennington, who's got a lot of work to do now. Long road to hoe now, you know, the 27. No consequences from NASCAR at this time, so here we just keep racing. Well, it's that have at it boys attitude here in the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series, and Andrew Ranger has lived by that attitude in his entire career here in the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series, getting involved in a number of times. In Montreal, I can think of a couple of occasions, but he sits inside the top 5. There is Robin Buck in the Quaker State Dodge. Robin turned in a great day for Quaker State here today in Mirabel.
You know, you got to give a thumbs up, too, to that driver. The 42 of Peter Clute. He's having a wonderful ride in that Chevy Impala SS. Just a great, great run for a team that doesn't do a lot of races.
Oh, back up front one more time. The 12 gets past the 84. The crossover by JR Fitzpatrick. He'll try and get the power down. It's a drag race. Oh, they touch. JR Fitzpatrick will put the bumper to him if he gets an opportunity. He's not shy as well because he's running for the championship. Don't go away, folks. This is going to get exciting.
We've had 12 unofficial lead changes between two drivers here in round number 2 of the 2011 NASCAR Canadian Tire Series at Prix ICAR in Mirabel, Quebec, and those are the two drivers who've been trading the top spot back and forth, Alex Tagliani and JR Fitzpatrick.
I take a look up front, and there it is, the 27 all the way from the back has got himself in 3rd spot.
And a couple of EHR teammates, the 8 of Don Thompson Jr. holding down 7th spot. His teammate Jason Hathaway in the 3 car just behind in 8th, but both those drivers having a good run here today.
Wow, Matthews all the way around the bottom of the racetrack. He's just learning this road course stuff. That's not part of the racetrack.
Well, he's a veteran in the go-kart ranks, too, as Stephen Matthews, definitely a talented shoe, so no doubt it's like riding a bike as Dumoulin continues to circle in 10th position. But Matthews doing a good job here at Prix ICAR as well in his first road course start, as we mentioned.
As they hustle down the front stretch one more time, there's the 23 of Lapsevich. Remember all the trouble he had in practice. He's been very patient. The car's in great shape. He'll make a late race charge.
On board with the 04 of JF Dumoulin. Chasing Fitzpatrick and Matthews, and everybody is chasing the 12 of the 84. Alex Tagliani out in front, the 84 of JR Fitzpatrick running second. There is Kerry Mix and Scott Steckley. And Steckley is just thinking, you know what, I want to get out of here with a clean nose and the points lead here in the Castro Points chase.
Well, there's another guy thinking the same thing. Mark Dilley with that new sponsor, Sylvania, on the side of that car. Car is perfectly clean. He's not really a fan of road courses, but he does well. He's smooth, and he's a veteran.
And you got to remember, at Mosport round number 1, he ended that race early with mechanical problems. Actually took a rock through the radiator, and so his night was over early. He wants to get as many points as he can here.
Yeah, he's points chasing today, that's for sure.
LP Dumoulin in the 47 tucked in behind the number 9 of Mark Dilley. This again at the front of the field. These two drivers haven't been separated by a credit card all day.
No, it seems they're taking turns. They heat the tires up, chasing each other. Then they go a few laps, cool them back off, and get right back at it. And here we go again.
It looks like this track is getting racier and racier as this rubber gets laid down, these braking points. The car's not skating around quite as much, and it just makes for a very entertaining finish.
Down into turn 1 more time. See the 12 car wiggling when he downshifted and touched the brake pedal. That car had a little bit of a wiggle to it, and JR is just watching, hoping to get another shot at him.
JF Dumoulin battling with the 23 of Jeff Lapsevich as Lapsevich looks for daylight underneath the 15 of Stephen Matthews, but the Ford Fusion will hold that spot. That is a dice for 11th position. And Billy, we're getting reports from NASCAR Race Control. Some of the rumble strips are starting to come apart here at Prix ICAR, so that is the reason for this. The 3rd caution flag, full course caution, as the 2011 Dodge Charger will pick up your leader, Alex Tagliani. And now the 84 of JR Fitzpatrick is reporting problems with that car, so the crew is ready down pit lane. Todd?
That's right, guys. The 84 team standing by. Jack on the wall, new Goodyear tire ready. They believe it's a right rear that JR Fitzpatrick has called in and said he believes is going down.
Well, there it is right there. You can see the right rear hanging right off the wheel. JR will limp that back to pit road. That's going to cost him real bad in this outcome. Not a lot of time to get back to the front.
And there you see the repairs to the rumble strips, possibly the reason for JR Fitzpatrick's flat right rear tire. Welcome back to the 2011 NASCAR Canadian Tire Series here on TSN. Round number 2 from Prix ICAR in Mirabel, Quebec. 5 laps to go as we head back to green. Alex Tagliani, your leader.
Wow, 5 laps to go here in this tight little road course. 2 teammates, 2 fellow Quebecers, both would like to win in their hometown.
And if you're wondering, JR Fitzpatrick, after getting a new right rear tire, comes back to the field, 20th position. 5 laps to go. He doesn't have a long time to get to the front.
shot on board there with Kerry Mix. He's sitting there in fourth, just waiting to see what's going to happen here. Robin Buck having just a great day here in Mirabel.
Yeah, that Dodge Challenger, the Quaker State number 66, is having a great run. Riding in third spot is Robin Buck, and looking for the lead. The 27 of Andrew Ranger, a little wiggle under braking.
Got a real good look at how much camber they run in the front of them stock cars when the 27 under brakes dives right down to the bump stops, and you see how much camber's in them cars.
Not to be outdone, the 02 of Kerry Mix all over the back of the 66 of Robin Buck, but Andrew Ranger now backing up a little bit, trying to put together another run. He's got Alex Tagliani thinking he's there, so Tagliani has to know he's got to be on the inside. There he is, protecting that inside lane, going into corner number 11.
Whoa, and he puts the bumper to him. Not only does he move DJ Kennington out of the way, now he moves his teammate, the 12, Alex Tagliani. Tagliani gets a piece of the arm coat.
Teammates racing for the lead, and Tagliani goes around backwards, and the 02 is off the pace. Kerry Mix slows. And now a full course caution. A couple of cars stopped. Obviously, Alex Tagliani up against the Arco barrier. And the 02 of Kerry Mix rolls to a stop as well. But wow, has the face of this race changed?
Well, I was just going to call it. It could get exciting up front. And watch this. He wasn't shy with the 17. Now he punts the 12 out of the way as well. And that's his own teammate.
You know what? He didn't get into him an awful lot. Just enough.
Well, it's just in the right place. Just in the right place. Tagliani is just getting back on the gas, gets the little nerf, and around he goes into the arm coat. The car is still mobile. Let's see if he can get back up front and repay the favor.
And we'll be back with a green-white checker. Ranger, your new leader.